All right, today we're going to explore a world that's almost impossible for us to imagine. We're talking about a time when constant, grinding pain wasn't some problem you needed to solve. Nope, it was just the cost of being alive. You know those mornings where you wake up feeling stiff, a little sore, just exhausted? We all have them. But I want you to imagine, just for a second, if that wasn't the exception. Imagine if that was the absolute rule, every single day. Now listen to this quote. It's kind of jarring, right? Medieval people woke up already injured every single day. That one idea, it just flips everything we think we know about daily life way back when. And let's be clear, this wasn't some kind of metaphor. This was the fundamental bedrock reality of life before all the comforts we just totally take for granted. So, what did it actually feel like to wake up injured? Okay, and this is the crucial part to get our heads around. The injury here wasn't from, falling off a horse or getting hurt at work. No. It was the slow, cumulative, grinding damage that just living did to the body. It was this baseline state of being completely worn down. So, to really, really understand this, I want to take you on a quick, let's call it a sensory tour. Let's try to feel, just for a moment, what a typical morning back then was like right from the second you opened your eyes. Okay, think about your morning. Memory foam mattress, right? Nice smooth toast. Warm insulated boots. Now, let's flip that completely. Instead of that mattress, imagine a lumpy sack of straw on a hard wooden frame, digging into your bones all night. Instead of soft toast, your bread is gritty, full of stone-ground bits that literally crack your teeth over the years. And instead of warm boots, you're stepping out onto frozen mud with maybe a thin piece of leather on your feet. You see, the pain was just inescapable. Your bed actually hurt you, your food hurt you, the ground you walked on hurt you. Every little thing you did just to survive came with a physical cost, just layering on that feeling of being already injured. So, if that's your reality, day in and day out, how do they cope? I mean, how could anyone even function when your entire life is just framed by discomfort? Well, the answer is in a completely different psychological state. Today we have a name for this kind of suffering. We call it chronic pain. It's a medical diagnosis, it's a condition, it's something to be treated. But for them, that whole concept just didn't exist. You couldn't be diagnosed with something that literally everyone had. It was something else. And there it is. Pain was the default setting. Think about it like the low hum of a refrigerator in your kitchen. At first you notice it, but after a while, it just becomes the background noise of your life. That's what it was like. That constant ache, the sore back, the worn down teeth, that was just the feeling of being alive. But this is where it gets really, really interesting. Because when you can't get rid of pain, you have to find meaning in it. And the way they did that is so profoundly different from how we think about it today. I mean, it leads to the ultimate question, doesn't it? If life is just this constant state of misery, what's the point? It sounds so bleak. But the answer they found is maybe the most powerful insight in this whole explainer. Just let that sink in for a second. Pain wasn't a crisis. It wasn't your body failing you. It was the exact opposite. It was a badge of honor. All those aches, the scars, the stiffness in your joints, those were like trophies. They were proof that you had survived another harsh winter, another year of hard labor. You had earned your pain. Think about it. Today, our default setting is comfort. When we feel pain, it's an alarm bell. It's a signal that something is wrong, something is broken, and it needs to be fixed right now. It's an interruption of our normal state. For them, pain was the normal state. And so, that's the question I want to leave you with. By seeing pain not as a failure, but as actual evidence of survival, what did they understand about resilience that maybe we, in our constant search for comfort, have kind of forgotten? It's a fascinating and powerful way to rethink what it truly means to endure.